Good afternoon. My name is Suzanne Cavanaugh, and I am a nurse in the clinic division for the City of Bayonne and part of the Mayor's COVID-19 task force. I want to thank Mayor Davis for giving me the opportunity to present this week's Community COVID-19 Weekly Video Update. Since my last address to you, the residents of Bayonne, we have navigated through the Delta variant and the COVID virus and are now cautiously navigating the newer Omicron variant as it sweeps across our country since the beginning in December. As this new variant furiously made its way through our city, the nurses at the Bayonne Health Department, as well as our various city partners, continue to work diligently to help our community to be safe. Fortunately, in the city of Bayonne, because of the infrastructure we've been able to build related to the pandemic, under the direction and guidance of Mayor Davis and the COVID-19 task force, along with our healthcare partners in the community, we've been able to effectively manage our response to not only the most recent surge of this newer variant, but also in our preparedness for the future of this community. In the City of Bayonne's vaccine program, as it continues, we see firsthand how effective our aggressive vaccination campaign has been, along with other measures and guidance the Mayor and the COVID-19 task force have established. We can say with confidence we are headed in the right direction. As reported to me just this morning by Dr. Rabinas, the Chief Medical Officer at Bayonne CarePoint Medical Center, we presently have 15 hospitalized residents at BMC who are COVID positive. They have seen a consistent decline in cases over the last 2 weeks, and they anticipate an even further decrease due to the progressive and proactive response by the community, and they're updating, and you're updating, the vaccines by receiving your boosters. This is further evidence of the efficacy of these vaccines. As our numbers of hospitalized patients remain manageable, we are now in a steady decline. As we look back just around Christmas and New Year's of this year, we saw hundreds, if not thousands, of residents testing positive. The run for tests created an unfortunate situation in the labs in our area, as they just couldn't keep up with the high demand. Some folks never even received their results. Fortunately, Mayor Davis brought our teams together, and we created a plan to quickly pivot to rapid testing in order to have the information needed to combat further spread. As we worked our way through January, good news started to become evident as the rates of positivity began to drop. As we are now in a much more manageable state, we are working to adjust and adapt our guidance so we can start to cautiously normalize our response. Although we are seeing many of the mandates and regulations start to fall off, I want to offer up some words of caution to you. Please continue to maintain your vigilance. As mandates start to fall away, remember, if you are health compromised, I highly recommend you to continue all of the present safety measures and guidance we have been advising since day one, like wearing a properly fitted mask, an appropriate mask, and avoiding crowds. The common sense approach that we have adopted in Bayonne should help us remain safe. Remember these safety tips in the beginning of the health emergency? Keep your hands away from your face, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and just being more aware of your surroundings are a few things, a few steps that each of us can take away to help stave off future infection rates. From the thousands of interactions that I have had with so many of you throughout this pandemic, I'm very confident that the people of Bayonne will continue to maintain this posture as we work our way back to a new normal. I can hardly believe this past Monday marked the second anniversary of when the cruise ship first came into Bayonne with the potential coronavirus passengers. Although no one actually had the virus on board, this was the beginning of the response in Bayonne to the pandemic. As I look back over these past 2 years, it's hard to believe that we have endured so much for so long. But we are getting through it. I have to say, I am so very proud of our team of nurses who have clinically guided us throughout this ordeal, along with our esteemed colleagues in the healthcare field, our health department, our Office on Aging, our first responders, police, fire, OEM, and McCabe's, and especially all of the healthcare professionals who are on the front lines of this war in the Bayonne Medical Center. I also want to give our heartfelt appreciation to all of our coworkers in the city of Bayonne, namely the law department for navigating the legalities, the finance department and personnel who kept us going, and the DPW who continue to not only do their own jobs, but stepped up to help us schedule all of you for vaccines as we developed our effective response, and of course, all of you. As I stated earlier, Bayonne residents have maintained an even-keeled and pragmatic approach to this emergency, and you have shown incredible cooperation throughout. City Hall has been operating effectively throughout this pandemic. In fact, we have kept the business of this municipality functioning without skipping a beat, while keeping our city workforce as safe as possible throughout. Even when we were forced to close our doors for the well-being and safety of our municipal workforce, we all continued to work hard every single day, some of us 24/7, to bring us back to where we are at this very moment. Mayor Davis, critical members of the COVID task force, our healthcare partners, and all of City Hall stepped up in a huge way to get us to this point. That doesn't happen without effective leadership, commitment, and a passion to serve the residents of this great city. Our City Hall remains strong in our response to this crisis, and all of us here want all of you to know we will continue to work hard going forward in a professional and compassionate manner for the Bayonne that we all know and love. Our doors are open, and we ask that you follow the safety guidance and measures that we have in place so we may continue to service our residents safely and effectively. Our handicap parking program has restarted, and we are presently managing all applications received prior to COVID-19. We have already started to safely move forward with our handicap parking assessments. Anyone who already has an application in will be receiving a call from one of our city nurses to schedule an appointment, so please be patient with us as you will receive a call shortly. We will expedite those already in the process as quickly as possible and look forward to assisting our residents in need. Once again, I want to thank Mayor Davis for giving me this opportunity and for his leadership, especially over these last couple of years. And I would like to thank all of you, the residents. Be well, be safe. Thank you.